Hey, Coach Craig, how you doing?
Doing good.
Talk about having a week off. What did you guys learn during this whole week off from playing from last Saturday to this Saturday?
Well, we're just, like I said, we're spending time working on ourselves, and that's number one. You get an opportunity to take a couple days off, which is hard to do this time of year, and it's also difficult to spend time really zeroing in on your own team. So we've been able to do that the last couple days, and hopefully we can, we'll see the results of that this Saturday.
Is it difficult to play against a team you just played like 2 weeks ago in DePaul, and now you see them on the road? You're going there in Chicago. Did they look different from 2 weeks ago, or is it exactly the same?
Yeah, they've added a few wrinkles to what they're doing, and I think it's easier for our guys from a scouting report standpoint, but it's also easier for DePaul. Everything's fresh in their minds, and there'll be some subtle changes, I'm sure, in how we both approach the game. It comes down to execution most times.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Herb FM Radio Baltimore.
Hi, Coach. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing great. I know you had a long trip back to Providence last night. Playing against Butler, the last time you played them, your team shot close to 40%, but they shot close to 62%. Is that something you guys got to do on Saturday to shoot better against Butler, to not get into a shooting match?
Well, I think both teams are different. In particular, I think our team is totally different. That was the first game. That was the first game of the Big East. The Big East season. Actually, the second game for us. And that was way back in, was it December 31st, January 1st? I don't know. But we're a totally different team. They're a totally different team. It'll be a totally different game. And not only that, you're playing at home. Hopefully we get a little, confidence, a little bit of anger to play, try to redeem ourselves, because they beat us and we're coming off of back-to-back tough losses. So it's a totally, totally different group.
I know you guys had an overtime loss last night down there in Seton Hall. Will that help you guys get better for Saturday and have more determination to pull out a win there up there at home?
Well, I think our urgency will be kicked in. Determination, I think we're determined every game to try to win the basketball game. But I think that the more appropriate word is probably urgency, as these games are shrinking, and now you're looking at where you are in the Big East for Big East standings to give yourself the best possible chance when you get to the Big East tournament to try to have success there. But the urgency is more appropriate and determined.
Well, good luck this weekend.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Talk about that big win Wednesday night against Marquette, and you guys lost two in a row. Is that good going into this weekend to get yourself on a good positive note on this last trip of your road trip?
It certainly helps. I think that this time of year, as coaches, I'm not always the best at this. I think the emotions this time of year, particularly in February, can be high. You can see some real extremes, really high and really low. And we're trying to not get too over the top if we win, and certainly not get too low if we lose. We're trying to really just focus on how can we grow together as a team, and how can we improve. So I don't know that really at this point, obviously winning doesn't help you at all in the next game. The next game is going to present a whole another set of challenges. Providence is really tough at home. Obviously well coached, and they're going to come out with I'm sure extremely ready for us. So we've got to prepare for that and prepare well, prepare for what we're headed into.
And you played them beginning of the new year at your place. Do they look different now, getting ready to play them this weekend?
Yeah, I think they've grown as a lot of teams have, but they've really grown. You can tell that. I think they get a lot of contributions from a lot of different guys. Obviously, Cartwright's been outstanding, and as has Willard the whole year. And Emmett Holt's been really good for him, and Lindsay. Those four guys have been consistently really good for him. And then they've gotten the addition of some of these young guys that have come along are really, really playing well. So they're a big, physical, athletic road wins here in league play, and obviously we know how good they are at home.
We'll have safe travels to Providence.
Okay, thank you.
Herb FM Radio Baltimore.
Hi, Coach Rojo. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Just talk about Georgetown. What do you see Saturday on the road in D.C.?
Well, I think they're playing really well. I think they're playing inspired basketball. As I watched some of their games over the last couple of days, you see them, win by 20 against Creighton, go on the road in Hinkle Fieldhouse where very few people have come out with a win, get a win. I think, defensively, they're really given a lot of different looks. And I think at times they've been really effective with their trapping of ball screens. And I think Govan has really played very well in the recent games that I've watched.
I hope I could give you a quick follow-up real quick. Talk about the free throws. You guys didn't get to the line that much in the last game. Is that something you guys got to do better on Saturday?
Yeah, we need to attack the basket, and as we attack it, be smart and try to get to the free throw line. We're a really good free throw shooting team, so our ability to get to the line is really important.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
FM Radio Baltimore.
Hi, Coach Thompson. How you doing?
Doing well.
Talk about playing against Marquette on Saturday at home. What type of team do you see, getting ready for that game?
I'm sorry,
What type of team have you seen because they at Marquette? Because I know you played them earlier this year.
They shoot the ball, they move the ball, they share the ball. Then lately here they've been mixing up their defenses. So we're going to have to be ready for multiple defenses. Just going to find a way to try to, and not too many people have been successful so far. Just try to slow them down a little bit.
And you had like a mini bye, since Tuesday you played last this week. So what do you guys have to work on getting ready for that game? Since Tuesday, what have you been working on?
We played, quite honestly, we played Tuesday. We were off yesterday.
Yeah.
And we practiced today. So I'm not sure I look at it as a mini bye. But, we just have to work on us. As much as the opponent is a difficult opponent, we just have to keep improving as Georgetown.
Well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
With Herb FM Radio Baltimore.
Hi, Coach Mullins. How you doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Doing great. Let's talk about this rivalry against Seton Hall. Because when I was a kid living on Long Island, this was one of the big games I used to watch a lot. Is it coming back to becoming one of those special games?
I think throughout the Big East, I think there's some nice rivalries developing, and that comes with hard-fought games. I think in particular with Seton Hall, because they had kids, from New York, they probably played against each other in high school growing up, so the kind of rivalries built in, and obviously Seton Hall being one of the original teams. There's a lot of history there, there's a lot of respect, and I think it's good. I think it's good for the league, and I think it's good for the schools.
Well, good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Herb FM Radio Baltimore.
Hi, Coach Kevin. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Let's talk about playing against St. John's this Saturday. 12 noon at Madison Square Garden. Do they look different from the last time you played them?
You know what? I feel like they're executing a little better on offense. I really feel like they're maybe a little bit more balanced on offense. I think both the guards love it. Hans are playing at a very high level. Really, I think the tempo that they're playing at, which is I think it's the fastest in the league by far, really benefits how those two guards play. And then the big keys for us, especially if we don't have Sonogo, is really trying to defend Ahmed and Ellison, because I think those are two guys that Ellison's really great at attacking the rim from the small forward spot, and Ahmed really stretches the floor, and when he gets hot behind the three-point line, they're really tough to stop the guards. So I think, I think they're much more consistent, and I think that's, typical of, young guards playing and getting some confidence in the league.
And what's it like having Chris